What was going to happen. We'll catch up with that high jump after this men's 200 metres.
We will indeed. You can see that lane 7 is empty. That's because Lindsey Tebogo, the Olympic champion at this distance, has pulled out the Botswana, and he was 9th in the 100 metres earlier in 10:43. Clearly not right. Maybe playing it very, very safe. On the outside there, Joseph Van Boele of Liberia, 5th in Tokyo 4 years ago, and then 7th in Paris last year at this distance, the 23-year-old. He's in 9. There's Fred Curley. Curley, who ran in the 100 earlier on, and is struggling for his form, but he's gradually coming back, I think. Curley, who was 3rd in 10:07 in the 100, will be feeling that things are on schedule when you think those World Championships are a long way away. He's got to negotiate the US trials first. Courtney Lindsey, so is he. He's in lane 6, the American. Best of 20.11, but he is a 19.7 performer from Nairobi last year. Wade van Niekerk, the world record holder for 400 metres, his first race of 2025, was talking to his agent last week in the USA, and he said he's playing things very, very steadily because he knows it's a longer season. He ran us 200 metres on a straight track last week in Atlanta in the USA, ran 20.03. Robert Gregory, inside the South African for the USA, the 23-year-old, is a 19.8 performer, that from a couple of years back, 20.2 this season. He won recently in Tokyo in that season's best 2024. Ryan Zeze of France goes in 3, the European Championship silver medalist in the sprint relay from a couple of years back. His parents are from the Ivory Coast, but he's a 19.9 performer, is Zeze. That was in La Chaux de Fonds last year, where it's marginally at altitude in Switzerland. Kyrie King goes in 2 for the USA. 20.6 this year, but he too is a 19.9 performer. A lot of these fellas at the moment in the races they've had a little way off their absolute best. He was 6th in Doha. And on the inside, Benjamin Richardson, world under-20 champion in the sprint relay a couple of years back. He was 7th in Miramar, Florida last week in 20.62. A couple of weeks back, 20.62. Big fella Richardson too on the inside, 6'3". He won't really enjoy that tight inside lane. Van Niekerk, well, how can he go here? He's a super racer, 32 years old. He's had a lot of injury problems. Remember when he set the world record for 400 in Rio back in 2016, 9 years ago now. He injured his knee the following winter with in fact, just a year or so later, playing touch rugby. He did really bad damage. It took him 2 or 3 years to get back, but he does have great 200-meter speed. He is fabulous over 200, one of those few have gone under 10 for 100, under 20 for 200. Well, away they go. Not particularly quick out of the blocks there, Van Niekerk in the red. Indeed, Gregory inside him has made up a little bit of ground, but he will come strong later on in the race. Good running, mind you, from Gregory in lane 4. Also great running there too. In lane 6 from Courtney Lindsey. Lindsey moving away from them. Nobody coming back at him at the moment. Maybe on the outside. Curley, and also on the outside, Van Boele there gets 2nd place, just ahead of Curley. I think Van Niekerk came through for 4th place. The winning time 20.04 with a marginal following wind. But that's a really nice win for Courtney Lindsey. Wow. It was a good lane draw, lane 6. He had nobody to chase, was totally focused on his own job. And 20.04 is a season's best for him, and he misses the meeting record by 1/100th of a second. That meeting record, by the way, is going to take some catching. It was by de Grasse back in 2017, 8 years ago now, by Andre de Grasse, the Canadian.
Yeah, he got a pretty good start. Difficult because he's got no lane outside him. Yeah, empty lane for Tebogo. Curley just labouring around the bend for me. Van Boele comes back at him, but you know, Courtney Lindsey had to scrap down the home straight in Doha last week, and he just missed out on holding off Tebogo. And you can see again here, look at that rocking and rolling. He knew this time, I've got this if I can just hang on till the end, and he does it this time. Van Boele and Curley were charging a little bit, but they'd really not got themselves involved enough at the top of the home straight. Lindsey had run a good bend, gave himself a good platform into the home straight, and strong enough at the end to hold on for the win. 20.04, as you said, beautiful conditions tonight. A little draft behind them, but not a bad run at all.
The place times in that 200, by the way, they could hardly have been tried to. Lindsey won from Van Boele and Fred Curley, and then Rob Gregory was 4th, 20.26. Wade van Niekerk 5th, 20.26.